All right, story number two. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of OutKast. 1 second applause to Big Boy and Under 3000. OutKast is one of those groups, man, because when you think about OutKast, every album has the potential to be either their best album or their second worst album, depending on who you're talking to. That's how solid their catalog is. Some people think Southern Playalistic's their best album. Some people might have Southern Playalistic as their second worst album. Some people think AT-Aliens is their best album. Some people might have AT-Aliens as their second worst album. Some people think Aquemini is their best album. Some people might have Aquemini as their second worst album. Some people think Stank Oni is the best or second worst. Some people think Speakerboxxx Love Below is the best album. I'm in the rare camp. I got it number 2, actually. I actually got number 2. Speakerboxxx Love Below is my second favorite Cast album. Second favorite Cast album. Some people think it's the second worst, right? Then you got, Idlewild. Everybody knows that's the worst one. But that's how tight their catalog is. And they had so many seminal moments throughout their career, along with their art design, their creativity, their the topics they would tackle in their music, the way they always evolved every new album that came out, their incredible, impeccable rhyme schemes, storytelling, even the crazy nature of their live show. Like, I saw OutKast live during, it had to be the 2013 BET Awards, maybe 2014. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't even know if it was the BET Awards. I think it was sort of a BET event. And, they had a big concert at LA Live at the Staples Center. And I was there with Good Luck. I think Good Luck was there with me. I can't remember who else was there. But it was my first time seeing them live. And even that was really captivating. So, and Andre 3000 is my favorite rapper of all time. I think he's the greatest of all time. I mean, I might have to do some reshuffling with some of these events that have happened in recent years. But nevertheless, OutKast is obviously one of the most important artists in hip hop history. And this week, they were nominated for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the first time. So they're officially nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 9 second applause. And it's a big deal. Now, they haven't been selected yet, but here's how Hip Hop DX reported it. OutKast, it's weird when you have like OutKast, right? Because it's one group, but then there's 2 of them. So it's plural, but it's one group. Anyway, that's why this sentence reads weird. OutKast have been nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the first time in their career. They are the only hip hop act among 14 potential inductees in 2025, which includes Mariah Carey, Soundgarden, The White Stripes, and influential British bands such as Oasis, Joy Division, and New Order. Eric B. and Rakim were nominated last year without getting chosen for induction. Did not make the short list this time around. Wow. Eric B. and Rakim. I wonder how the politics broke down with that. I don't really know. I'm not very close to the politics behind the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But, given it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think probably the most surprising part of this sentence is that they did not make the short list at all this time around. At least Barry Bonds would show up every year. OutKast offered a brief, succinct response to the nomination, writing on Instagram, "Appreciate it, big and 3." All right, so here are the nominees. Bad Company, Black Crowes, Mariah Carey, Chubby Checker. Shout out to Chubby Checker. 1 second applause. Joe Cocker, Billy Idol, Joy Division, New World Order, Cyndi Lauper. I like Cyndi Lauper. 1 second applause to Cyndi Lauper. Mana, for people who might not be familiar with Mana is sort of like the Latin American U2. I had a friend in New York, and she was a big Mana fan, really big Mana fan. And so I ended up, I worked in investment banking at that time, so we had tickets to everything at the Garden. Bank of America had a whole suite. And so we had, I got tickets to see Mana. And I just remember one of the craziest drummers I've ever seen. It was a wild live show, incredible live show. But she would describe them as the Latin American U2. So 1 second applause to Mana. Oasis, OutKast, Fish, Soundgarden, and the White Stripes. And here's the OutKast post. OutKast doesn't have 1 million followers on Instagram. That's crazy. OutKast. Appreciate it. They ain't even that worried. They ain't even flexed. They ain't even pressed. Rest of the article. The inductees will be announced in April before a televised ceremony airs later in the year. Voting is now open on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's official website. I'll put a link in the description, where fans can vote for up to 7 artists once per day until April 21st. So I guess it's fan voting. Can't be completely fan voting. I mean, if it's probably like the NBA. You know, LaMelo was number 1 in fan voting, number 3 amongst players, and still didn't get selected for the All-Star game. Pretty sure there's some weighted something like that with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But nevertheless, it's an opportunity for us to participate. John Sykes, chairman of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Foundation, said in a press release, these remarkable nominees have each created their own musical style and attitude, impacting generations of music lovers and contributing to the ever-evolving sounds and continued growth of rock and roll. Rock Hall rules state that 25 years must have passed since an artist's first commercial recording for them to be eligible for induction. OutKast made their debut in 1993, meaning 2018 was when they first could have been nominated. Hip-hop has historically been underrepresented in the Hall of Fame, sparking debates about the genre's inclusion. Last year, A Tribe Called Quest were inducted into the Hall of Fame by Dave Chappelle, with Q-Tip also delivering an emotional speech at the ceremony. Here's a quote from Q-Tip. This is crazy. I'm going to have a preamble before I read, and part of the preamble is that it's just an honor to be here with the fellow inductees. There's so many people for us to thank that we're probably going to post all the names on IG, so stay tuned. Because if I say everybody's name up here, it would be ridiculous. Tip went on to thank each of the crew members' families before getting choked up as he added, and rest in peace to our brother Fife Dog. I wish you were here, at which point he took a step away from the mic to gather himself. And thank you, Dr. Emma Boyce, Grandma, as we affectionately called her, for allowing us to come into the house and hit the basement. And one other name I'll mention, definitely, Red Alert, who is a famed New York City DJ who gave us the shot. I think it's crazy how, I think it's dope that OutKast is nominated, or at least has the opportunity to be inducted this year. And they're so heavily influenced by A Tribe Called Quest. That Tribe Called Quest family tree is pretty impressive. Maybe there's a video in there somewhere. Let me know what you guys think about OutKast being nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the first time. I'll put a link in here so you guys can vote. And let me know your favorite OutKast album. Actually, rank your OutKast album. I want to see what that looks like, because I really do believe that every OutKast album has the opportunity to be either their best album or their second worst album. With a reasonable discussion. Like you could go to court and stake your claim, and 5 of the 6 could either be the best album or the second worst album. My name is Justin Hunt. Like, subscribe to the channel, follow the company man on everything. It's all happening.
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom happening. Systematical culture views that's radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dabbing them. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, y'all, you don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.